Shalom, call halal Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rakak Wadash, double honors to the apostles, the elders of GMS who rule well, peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. GMS stop and listen, come with a short lesson. I want to get into a little video I was looking at. It's dealing with Turkey and Iran basically ditching the dollar. And this is, one more step, man, closer to this world war, man. One more step closer to the allies, basically, that were U.S. to turn their back on her and go in together, man, to destroy the beast, man. Destroy the horde, basically. This is Micah 2:1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. It says, when the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hands. And these right here that devise that iniquity, ultimately is the elites, man. The Rothschilds, man. The Rockefellers, them type elite families. They're working both sides, man. America's been a cash cow for them for a long time. But now America's in debt. 21, that bot yard, 21 trillion. And the study going, sooner or later, when you owe somebody that much, man, what they do, when you just can't pay them, they just come basically kill you. When you're in the street, basically that's what's finna happen to America. It's gonna be destroyed, man. So I'm gonna just get into this video.
We must protect the position of the American dollar as a pillar of monetary stability around the world.
The relationship between the United States and Turkey has taken another gigantic hit. It appears Turkey has joined the other powerhouses of the Eastern world, Russia and China, by preparing for economic warfare against the United States in the future. At the very least, it strongly symbolizes the end of the 70-year alliance between Turkey and the United States. Turkey has decided to pull all of its gold reserves from the US Federal Reserve System. The Central Bank of Turkey requested that the 220 tons of gold be returned to Turkey. At the same time, two Turkish banks, Ziraat and Vakif Bank, chose to remove their 95-ton of gold from the Federal Reserve as well. The reason for this move is believed to be in anticipation of the US sanctions on Turkey. This is the US's way of punishing Turkey for not going along with the plans in Syria and for becoming closer allies with Russia, China, and Iran.
So when you don't play the game that America wants you to play, they put sanctions on you. But these allies are joining forces, man. This is Revelations 17 and 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast being NATO, these shall hate the whore. And whore being America, man. Because, hey, they've laid in the bed with this whore, man, and drank the wine, the philosophies. Now when you don't want to play ball, that's what America does to you, man. They'll blackball you and set you out there and try to make you poor, try to bankrupt you, take your resources. But these countries are coming together. Basically, they're coming together and forming an alliance, man. And they're going to, basically it says, and shall make her desolate, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. And fire gonna be thermonuclear destruction, man.
Prepare for an economic collapse. Dajjalic dollar cannot be trusted. Do not trust the Dajjalic dollar.
A sudden dollar collapse would create global economic turmoil. Investors would rush to other currencies such as the euro or other assets such as gold and commodities. Demand for treasuries would plummet and interest rates would rise. US imports prices would skyrocket, causing inflation. The United States exports would be dirt cheap, giving the economy a brief boost. But in the long run, inflation, high interest rates, and volatility would strangle possible business growth. Unemployment would worsen, sending the United States back into recession, or even worse, a depression.
Jackson, a citizen of...
It says, Zephaniah 1:10, and it shall come to pass that in that day, saith the Lord Yahweh, that there shall be a noise of a cry from the fish gate, and an howling from the second, and a great crashing from the hills, man. Hills meaning government. It just said crashing of a dollar, man. That's that crashing that it's talking about. It says, how ye inhabitants of Maktesh, for all the merchant people are cut down, all they that bear the silver are cut off, man. You know, Maktesh being that place they used to trade. They do trading back in the ancient world, which now is what's called the stock market. You know, and it's gonna be a great crashing, man. Like they said, you be looking for commodities, gold and silver, but the basically the elites own the gold and the silver. You know, Jake and them be scuffling now. You get a check, you be trying to buy silver. Like I was at the bank about 2 months ago and I asked for silver. They were just looking at me like, no, we don't have any. You got to order it online. So that let you know, man, it's hard to even get silver from banks, man. If they got it, they not telling you. So it's going to be a great crashing, man. When you go into Fishgate, that goes into the, like it says, the gate, the entrance, the marketplace, public meeting place, the city, the town, where they do business, man, which is like the stock market, you know. Maktesh, a mortar, a deep hollow, an area in Jerusalem. That's where they did the trading, basically. But what they do trading now is New York, where that stock market takes place, man. So it's inevitable that a great crashing is coming, man.
The wealthiest country the world has ever known. And yet, he's clothed in handouts. His parents can't find work. They have no home of their own. And every morning, they come to the Manor House charity, where the poor of Baltimore meet for a little food, warmth, and compassion.
What a great honor to be able to introduce for the first time ever anywhere the 45th President of the United States of America, Donald J. Trump. Together we will determine the course of America and the world.
The United States is not a country. It's a massive shopping center. It makes wars to take other people's resources. It controls the media globally and has puppet states all over the world. But today, things are changing. As Russia, China, Turkey, and Iran move towards checkmating America, things aren't looking so great for the dollar. So protect yourself from a dollar collapse. Keep your assets well diversified by holding foreign mutual funds, gold, and other commodities. A dollar collapse would create global economic turmoil, and to respond to this kind of uncertainty, you must be mobile. Keep your assets liquid so you can shift them as needed. Make sure your job skills are transferable. Update your passport in case things get so bad in the long run, so you can move out of the country. These are just a few possible things to protect yourself and to survive a dollar collapse.
It says, Habakkuk 2:6, shall not these take up a parable against him and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increases that which is not his, man. How long? And to him that is laden himself with thick clay. That thick clay, when you go into it, it's abadyat, meaning wages, heavy debts, man. And America is in heavy debts, you know. China and Japanese owning much of that debt. So like I said, man, sooner or later, it's going to come a point where Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to open the floodgates. And it's coming shortly. you know, it's coming shortly, man. Ezekiel 38 is finna be in the prophecy soon, man. Revelations 13 and 16 is gonna be in the prophecies, man. Isaiah 34, Revelations 9, the destruction of America, man. All this is finna take place, man. It's taking place real soon. Hey, I just wanted to, you know, share that video with you, brethren out there, man, and just keep your faith. Keep pushing, man. All praises be to the Heavenly Father and Son, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Double honor to the apostles, the elders, the GMS who rule well, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. This is GMS. Stop and listen. Shalom.